Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and do a real to Sims build of this cozy family cottage. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My origin ID is realthomastv1, and like normal there is a link in the description to the online gallery where you can also go ahead and download the build that way. And I think, you know, for the new year I should probably change up my intro, because the amount of times I've said that about it being on the gallery and a link being in the description, I'm kind of like sick of it, to be honest. Because I think you all know by now that there will be a link in the description and that it's available on the gallery under my origin ID. So I think I might think of a new intro, you know, maybe just something a little bit shorter. So I don't know, thoughts on that? Anyway, so like I said, this is a real Sims build. If you don't know what these are, it's basically where I find a house plan or a floor plan or something like that online and then try to recreate it in The Sims 4. I've done quite a few of these. Originally, when I started off this series, I wasn't going to make it a series, just a once in a while kind of thing, because it does allow me to think of builds in a different way than I normally do them. So, you know, I kind of start off by doing the walls and stuff, and then the windows and the exterior details and things like that. Well, you know, with some of these floor plans, I have to like build the exterior walls, but keeping in mind the floor plan, which I wouldn't normally do. That's normally something I think of after I've done the exterior in one of my builds, so it's just a way for me to switch up the way I do builds and stuff. So just before I give you any more details about the build, I just want to let you know that I am ill. I've got a cold and a cough and stuff at the minute, so it is kind of hard to talk for like a long period of time without having to like cough my guts up after a few minutes. That sounds really disgusting, I'm sorry. And also, you know, it means I'm gonna have to like stop this voiceover like after every like few words, so hopefully, you know, you don't notice that too much, but I should be fine, you know, soon, I think, hopefully. I've been ill for quite a few days now, so I think it should be going soon. And I actually haven't had a cold since like April, and when I was at work like just before Christmas, there was quite a few people who like had the flu, and I was like really like, please don't let me get ill before Christmas, because that was like going to be the worst time, because I've been looking forward to it so much. But I'm glad, well, I'm not glad I have a cold, but I'm glad I'm getting it now rather than at Christmas time, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so it just means I have videos and stuff a little bit kind of sparse, as there have been recently. I've just been a little bit burnt out, as you probably know. I've talked about it a few times, so you know, that's why you haven't been seeing as many videos on the channel. Also means that today is Sunday, you are seeing this instead of a mansion build. I just really haven't had the time to sit down and, you know, do a full mansion build when I'm not feeling too great. So hopefully I'll be back to mansion builds next week. As you know, I do try to do them every Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. And I don't really set any New Year's resolutions anymore, but one thing that I am gonna not really be too hard on myself with is when it comes to like, you know, being a little bit burnt out or need a bit of a break, or just not really wanting to do a particular video on a given day, then maybe, you know, missing one video a week instead of, well, you know, because I do 3 videos a week normally. So then, you know, maybe one week if I'm not really in the mood to build something, and it means there'll be 2 videos that week. You know, in the past I'd be really hard on myself about that, and kind of just forced to get the video out. But so this year I'm just not going to be as hard on myself with keeping a really strict schedule, if you know what I mean. And yeah, so some details about this build, as I haven't mentioned that yet. I built this on a 40 by 30 lot in Willow Creek, and it came in at 143,329 simoleons, and it has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And then for the packs used today, I did use Get Famous, Seasons, Cats and Dogs, City Living and Get Together. Now that does seem like a lot of expansions. Now, you know, when you click on an expansion icon on a gallery kind of upload, it'll tell you which actual items have been used from that pack. And if you look under Get Famous, it won't actually say anything, because I did just use the columns from that pack. And for some reason, it doesn't show up when you use columns and debug items and stuff. So if you don't have that pack, then it's not too critical. The same with Laundry Day, because I just made laundry room, so it means you won't have a laundry room if you don't have that pack. You can just like replace it for like a normal utility room if you want, and like where the washing machines are. And Get Together as well, only use a few items from those. So those 3 packs aren't really too critical to the build. And like normal, I did try to restrict packs where I could. I'll also try to remember to leave a link down below to the house plan website, so you can go ahead and see that along with the floor plan to see how well I did replicate the home. Now there were like a few things which I didn't do like exactly how they were in the picture. So one of the things I didn't do exactly how it was in the floor plan was this little bar area here. This was actually a walk-in closet to that blue bedroom that you see, just like behind this console table here. There was a walk-in closet right here for that bedroom, but I decided to make that into a bar area instead, which, you know, it's kind of like You could change that back into a walk-in closet if you wanted to. I just thought that would be a nice use for that space there. So kind of technically, you know, I didn't really fail there because that could be used as a walk-in closet. If you want to change it, there's the space for it, but I just used it a different way. There was actually a dormer as well, as you would have saw on the outside. It's very small though, and in the actual house there was a the upstairs in that area, but because it's so small in The Sims, you know, because not everything you find, you know, with house plans and stuff can be replicated like, you know, really 100% accurately in The Sims. So that's probably the only area that's really like not accurate to the floor plan, but again, it is just a little upstairs area, so you could add it in if you want to, but it's not going to be much space to use anyway, so that's why I left it out. And then for kind of other parts of the build, other than the 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, there is quite a big backyard area. There's a pool, so lounge chairs, barbecue area, and also a gardening area as well. So there's plenty of stuff to do in terms of outdoor activities. Also a swing set there for if kids live here. And then there's the garage, which has a gym area in it. It also has a kind of like a woodworking bench and a chess table. There's just some extra garagey kind of things, I suppose. And then there's also a study area within the living room, since it was a fairly big space, and it was actually struggling to fill up the living room because of how big it was. So that's also why I added in that bar area. So also added in a study area within there as well. And there's actually a study area in the bedroom that's got blue walls, which I'd maybe say it's sort of like a neutral room, but I also thought it could be for a teen as well. And there's also a master room, and then there's one bedroom which I think would be for like a girl kid as well. As you know, I do prefer to do neutral rooms, but once in a while, like today, I did go ahead and do some personalised ones just to switch things up a bit. And not this bathroom here, but the other one, the kind of master one, which is bigger. I actually really like how that one turned out. It does have a similar theme to this one here. I think we've actually already done it, and if we have, you would have saw that I did kind of do like the built-in counters, and a little bit more clutter. And not just in the bathroom, actually, I did use a little bit more clutter here and there in this build than usual. You know, it might be a little bit hard to see that, but I kind of, for example, on these bedside tables here, I do go ahead and put a little bit of clutter on, which isn't, you know, it's a little bit more than I usually do. Not too crazy though. As I, like in the past, and what I still normally do is I'll just leave those 2 bedside table lamps there on the bedside table and just leave it as that. But as you saw, I did add a few extra little things on, again just for a bit of a change. And also as well, just before I forget to mention, I do still have my build shell challenge going on right now, so you can go ahead and enter that. So I did make a video a few days ago about that, and from when this goes up, I think there's still about 5 days or so left to enter, so go ahead and get your entries in. I explain all the rules within that video, but basically you just got to download the shell walls that are built of this particular home and just finish it off really and finish it. So and then I choose 5 different ones, and I'm going to tour that in a video, and then one of those would be the winner of the challenge, and there'd be a giveaway code of your choice up for grabs as well. So this build didn't actually take me too long. I think it was about like 45 minutes, and I think it was also because this is a bungalow and there isn't that much to think about. And I also noticed in a lot of my kind of real Sims builds, they're always a little bit simpler on the interior. For example, this one here that I followed from, this house plan, it didn't actually have any interior pictures or kind of any hints to where furniture should go, so I kind of just had free reign to do that. So I did kind of go on the more neutral side of things, which takes less time than doing a cluttered home. So it is a little bit early in the voiceover to cut things off, but I am going to leave the voiceover here. As I was saying before, with me coughing all the time, it's kind of hard to get through this voiceover actually. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the voiceover off here, and you can enjoy the rest of the video, and then the screenshots will be on after. So I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this Real Sims build today. Let me know how well you think I replicated it, and like I said, I will leave a link down below to the house plan website so you can go ahead and see that. You can go ahead and download this build, like I said, from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!